Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? How your mama doing? What's going on? What's going on? Well, what's going? Nah, I suck at singing. Anyways, what's happening? What's up? Got that thing fired up? Hope all is well. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing great. Welcome in. Welcome to the Rich Get Richard. We are live on all social media platforms. Instagram in the house. Facebook in the house. YouTube in the house. Twitch in the house. Instagram. TikTok, we all in here. So do me a favor if you're just joining, make sure you hit that follow button. If you just came in here, I give a lot of financial guidance. I give a lot of things that you can do to change your lifestyle, to change your um, direction that you're going in life. And a lot of this stuff is practical. You can just implement it today, and you can get some balls moving and some wheels turning. But you have to make sure you're following first of all. And I'll give you some stuff that you probably didn't even know certain concepts even exist. And a lot of the stuff when if I give you value and I provide you value, especially for free, right? I'll almost feel like if I gave you value for free and you wanted to like take the next step and you probably wanted to get to like some other kind of coaching or one-on-one or some consulting and all that kind of stuff like that, then we can like set some stuff like that up. But just like stuff like this, I try to give as much value as can because I like to um, know that there are genuinely good people out there, and a lot of people will message me. I have a decent following online, maybe a couple million followers throughout all social media platforms, and I get DMs and messaging from bigger content creators that will say stuff like, "Yo, man, I came on your live and I listened for like 20 minutes. Everything you're talking about, you could have just sold to somebody." And I was like, well, why? Like everything isn't transactional monetarily. Everything doesn't revolve a dollar amount for an exchange of information, right? Sometimes you just want to get a good message out to people and know that whenever, something comes up or they need somebody to talk to or somebody needs some guidance, they know where to come, right? Like with you, they know as soon as they come to you, they're going to come out and they're going to, you're going to point at your pocketbook. With me, I genuinely look like help first. Then if you want to get into like some real deep down stuff, then we can kind of go from there. But that's what's wrong with people nowadays, man. They're looking for to try to help people out. They're looking for like a handout, and it shouldn't be like that. So that's why I try to give a lot of this value for free, and hopefully y'all find value in some of this stuff. So if you do want to do like a consultation or a one-on-one with me, click the link in the bio, join the free class. I teach it this Wednesday at 9 p.m. EST. And if you're interested in move forward, we'll move forward. But if not, it's all good, right? It's all good, right? But you'll still get a lot of value in there, right? We talk about real estate, we talk about businesses, we talk about investing, we talk about credit, things you can do to improve your credit, business funding, how to buy businesses, how to evaluate them, how to buy real estate, with you know, and all that kind of stuff like that. So, yeah. So I guess the question of the hour, and I'm streaming on all social media platforms, but YouTube actually pays me to be here. So if you want to click the link in the bio and stroll up and go to like the YouTube page and watch from there, it helps out a whole lot more. It's gonna be the same stuff. It's gonna be the same information. It might be a little lag from one platform to the other, but it's still the same content. And if you want to subscribe and follow there, that's fine too. It helps out. But I'm I'm kind of like neutral on that stuff. If you're down, you're down. If you're not, I don't care. It don't make me no difference. If you're just hanging out where you are, it's fine. But TikTok, tap the screen for 15 seconds. That's the only price of admission I got. Instagram, welcome to. But let's go ahead and get started. Um, the subject of the day, I guess, is what does it really take to walk away from your 9 to 5? What is it? What is it that you have to do to be a pretty much a full-time entrepreneur. And I watched a guy on social media. I'm not gonna say his name. Maybe we have to do business in the future together. But he said something that kind of like made me upset. He said that if you make just enough to quit your job, um, that's a loser's mentality, and it's you'll struggle if you do that. And I thought to myself, yo, if you said, and he said if you set a goal of like $10,000, $10,000 ain't enough money to live off of. And I said, what kind of, how out of touch of a person can this person be? The average person makes $54,000 a year. If you're making 10K a month, that's 120,000. That's more than double. Now, I don't know how much you make. It's irrelevant. But I want you to ask yourself this. If you made $10,000 a month by a show of emoji, you could put any random emoji in the chat. Put a random emoji. If you made $10,000 a month, would your lifestyle dramatically change? Dramatically. I mean, like, would you have to not really worry about money anymore? Would you have to worry about it? If I gave you $10,000 a month of income, would your lifestyle change? More than likely. The answer, someone put a gorilla emoji. Sure, man. Smiley face emoji, numb emoji, fire emoji. Yeah. It would dramatically change. But now, somebody said that's the same as I'm making now. Okay, let's do this. $10,000 a month that you don't have to work for. Now, you make $10,000 a month now, but you're working 40, 50 hours a week. Let me give you $10,000 a month and you work 5 hours a week, right? Who in here, by show of hands, work 5 hours a week? I'm close. I don't work a lot. I mean, I really don't do a lot of work. Like if you watched me the whole day, you would almost probably get mad at me if you saw how much work I really do. You know, it's really not that a lot. So just let's do this. How many hours a week do y'all work a week? Right? Somebody said they work 70 hours a week. 70 hours, man. That's like 12-hour shifts. The guy that said 10K, he works 40, right? So how much do you work? And then whenever you factor that in, I won't even say how much time do you devote towards your job, because 40 hours a week is really close to about 50, 52. Because, if you got to be at work at 7, you're probably waking up at 5. And then you got about, you shower, you shave, you use the bathroom, you might eat, might get your coffee, and then you're out the door. And then you work. Then you commute to work, which is another, 30 minutes. Some people commute an hour. Then you at work. Then you working. And you're working 40 hours a week, but you probably get a lunch break. So you're committed technically for 45 because the hour lunch break is unpaid. Most people don't do 8 hours in bounds. Most people do an hour, 4 hours, then do an hour lunch, and then do 4 hours. Most people. Then they got another 30, 45-minute commute home. So now you spend 2 hours getting up, getting ready, getting to work. Then you get to work, you do 8 plus an hour. Then you do another half an hour home. And then as soon as you walk in the door, you throw all your crap on the countertop and you sit down and you wind down for the next 30 minutes because your damn brain is smoking. So now you're at 50, 52, 55 hours committed to that damn job. And a lot of people are like, yo, man, I work 40 hours. No, you really work more than that. You just don't see that. And then a lot of people say, Oh, I work from home. Hell, that's almost worse because them mother cluckers that text you at all times of the day and all times of the night and say, oh, we have an issue. Could you send me that file? Could you send me that portfolio? Technically, you're on call all day long. Technically, the hours that are supposed to be committed to your lifestyle and your family are devoted to your job. And heaven forbid it's after hours and you have something you have to submit. There's no divide. You will. They'll call you and say, yo, man, I need this. And if you don't do it, they'll find someone to do it. So what I'm trying to say is that you probably aren't making as much as you want, and you're working more than you think you are. So I don't know of a process, I don't know of a system, I don't know of a thing where you commit more time than they say to, but yet you're compensated less for it. I want you to think about that. I want you to think about, I'm on the schedule for 8 hours, but I'm literally committing 10 and a half, maybe 11 hours to this job a day. If you sleep the suggested 8, which heaven forbid anybody do that shit. So you underslept, so now you sleep 7 hours, maybe 6.5 on a good day. How many hours? Just by show numbers. How many hours do y'all sleep a night on average on a work week? When I was in the military, you won't even want to know. You don't even want to know. Dude, it was bad. I was going to bed at like 1:30 and waking up and I had to be at work at 6. I was getting like 3.5 hours sleep. Then I had to hit the road. I'm surprised, knock on wood, that I'm safe now. But some people say 4.5. Some people say 4 to 6. Some people say 5. Some people say 6. Yeah, 6 is lucky. And then on the weekend, what you do? Go binge and oversleep, which you don't supposed to do that. You're supposed to just get up. But it is what it is. That's what makes you feel comfortable. So you do it anyway, right? Because you're super tired. So now, and then you get in the bed and then you're just winding down. You probably laying in that bed for 8 hours, but you ain't sleeping 8 hours, right? You get on Facebook or TikTok and Instagram and you get to strolling, right? Some people got insomnia. Some people got sleep apnea. Some people, partner snores when they sleep. Some people got bad anxiety. We all have different stuff. Some people got an uncomfortable bed, like me. I spent $3,000 on this damn bed, and it only lasts like a year and a half. I'm pissed now. I gotta go buy another bed, but that's another story. Moral of the story is, you're not getting your necessary sleep. You're supposed to get 8. You're getting like 6.5, 6. You're supposed to be working 8 hours, but you're really working like 10, 11, 12. And then how much time you really got left, right? And that's between, cleaning, cooking, all the other kind of stuff like that. So you pretty much throughout the week, you ain't got no time to do anything. What's that work? And then what you try to do, make up for it on the weekend, but you sleep in. You're supposed to be up at 6 every day. So you sleep in, now you up at like 11. You feel like a zombie because you're tired as hell because you overslept, and then you just be mopey all day. And now you don't get to damn do anything until about 3 o'clock in the afternoon because you just starting to wake up. It's amazing, right? The rat race is horrible. It's fucking horrible. You're tired as hell. You're disgruntled. You're overpaid. You're underthanked. You undersleep. And for what? To maintain a lifestyle? And it's a bare lifestyle at that, right? Barely making ends meet. It's like you working just to get your check away to somebody else. All you do is make money to give it to somebody else. That's all you're doing. You can barely enjoy it, right? What, a car? Is that enjoying your check? A little vacation to your mama house every 2 years or every year? That's enjoyment. You have to pretty much put your foot down and say, yo, I need a change. Something got to give. There are people out there like Mr. Richard. There's people out there like other entrepreneurs, right? All we did is take a leap, right? Now, I'm not going to say all leaps will land on your feet, but you're going to have to need a change. So if you agree with me, say, I need a change. That's all you got to say, right? I need a change. You have to mentally commit to something before you physically do it. Because if your mind ain't in it, you will second guess yourself the whole time. I have a good friend of mine, and she is super successful, super successful. But every time I talk to her, she doubts what she's doing. And I'm just like, how have you made it this far? Because every time you say you want to do something, you literally second guess yourself as soon as you ask it. She'll say stuff like, man, I saw this, man, there's a rental property for sale. It's right down the street. I had owner financing. I know the owner, they want to sell it to me, but man, what if I can't get a tenant in it? Like, what? You see what you just did? You like self-sabotaging yourself. Like, you already told me the answer. They're owner financing. You already know the owner. You know they want to sell it. You can make it a rental property. You already said the answer. But then 1 second later, you didn't even finish talking yet. You said, man, what if I didn't get a tenant in and I got to pay the mortgage every month? Mental commitment is more strong than physical. Because if the mind ain't there, the body won't follow. So you got to mentally commit. That's why I always tell people to say stuff like, I need a change. Because once you start like throwing it into the universe listens. I'm not trying to get all nerdy and weird, right? I'm a talk about this a little bit, but I hate talking about this stuff because I don't want to seem like some weirdo astrologist. This is just one of my beliefs. Okay. And I pretty much adapted this when I was in the military. So the world, everything, all of us, every little bitty thing out here is made up of protons and neutrons, right? We all come from energy. Everything. And then doing some reading and research and that kind of stuff like that. I read an article, Michael Jackson, this is getting a little weird though, but hear me out. Michael Jackson would wake up in the middle of the night and call all his musician buddies, all the people on his team. And he'll say, hey, we got to get to the studio now. And then he'll rush to the studio and then they're there. He said, okay, cool. I got an idea for a song. Cool. And they'll make the song right then and there. He'll just regurgitate it down. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. This is what I'm thinking. And then they'll make the song right then and there. And they asked him, well, why do you do that? He said, because the universe will speak to him. And it will give you ideas. It will tell you what to do. And if you don't capitalize on it, then that energy can't be created nor destroyed. It just transfers from one entity to the other. You've heard that. I know that. You know that. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It just transfers from one body to another. That song is just neutrons, electrons, and protons just floating through the universe. Michael Jackson woke up or thought of that. He saw it. He grabbed it and put it to work. He came up with an idea. For whatever reason it was there. Implementation. Okay? God or spirit or whatever you want to call it gives you ideas all the time. It will tell you what you need to do, but yet we will doubt ourselves. As soon as we bring in a positive energy, we do nothing with it. Energy can't be created nor destroyed. It just transfers. I read an article that said the average person thinks of $1 million business 4 times a year. 4 times a year. You have created multiple $1 million businesses. Multiple $1 million businesses. But yet you did not capitalize on it. And then the fucked up part about it is this is where it gets good. You ever did something or you thought of something and then you was like, whatever. It's probably already invented. All right, man, I ain't worried about that. And then 2 years later or 3 years later or 5 years later, you see the shit on TV. Now put a random emoji if that's happened to you. I'll give you a great analogy of it. My mom invented magic erasers. We had an old couch that sat in our backyard. And people sat on it for so long, it wore out. She took the couch cushion, cut it into squares, soaked it, put Dawn dish soap into it, soaked it again, put them in the freezer in a Glad lock bag. And when she was ready to use them, she would pull them out, put them on the countertop, let them thaw out, and then she would go around and wipe off the edges of the door handles and stuff like that, or the door jambs, or on the wall when the kids were running down the wall. If that ain't a fucking magic eraser, a couch cushion with Dawn soap on it. If that ain't a freaking magic eraser, I don't know what is. Right? We was doing this in the 80s. She saw the magic eraser in like 2000. She's like, them motherfuckers. I could have been rich. Yes, Mom. You could have been rich. You think of stuff all the time, but you do not execute on it. You do not implement it. You do not take advantage of it. And that's why you are where you are. Okay? When I tell you, you have everything there is to be successful in this United States world, or whatever you want to call it. If you are watching this and understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth, if you are watching this from a cell phone device and you understand what I'm saying, you have everything you need. You have everything you need, right? Your life is better off than 90% of the people in the world. Just living in America makes you top 10% of the world. Just by being here. The poorest person in America could be middle class or upper middle class in some parts of the world. I just want you to know that. If you have a cell phone, you are better off than 90% of the world. So don't ever, first of all, don't ever look at your life and think that you're not doing good, right? You're doing good. You just could be doing better. You have everything you need to be successful. You're like walking, like you're walking with a crutch and entitlement. That's all. That's all it is. But you have everything you need to be successful, right? You have access to the internet. You have access to lines of credit. You got access to the cell phones. You can convey a message with an person via Zoom all around the United States. Like nothing is stopping you. You just have to do it. It's just all mental blocks, people. You have to do it. Someone said I came in here late. What's the subject? Getting on it. That's the subject, right? This is kind of a general motivation, and then I'll kind of get to some Q&A stuff because I like the Q&A stuff. So that's what I'll get to. So back to the electrons, protons, and stuff like that. So energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It just transfers from one body to another. Your body, your mind, God, your Holy Ghost, your inner spirit, your consciousness, whatever you want to call it, tells you, yo, man, let me hop on this. This sounds like a plan. This sounds like I can make this work. But something, either people, your boss, your spouse, your co-workers, your friends will tell you that it's not going to work. And sometimes the physical negativity will push out your inner positivity. Because you can't be creating no short. All it's gonna do is go to somebody else. You ever like went into a room? You ever went and talked to somebody who was in like a bad mood and it made you in a bad mood? You know what I mean? Because it's just transferring from one person to another. You ever like had a coworker that was always negative all the time, and then you talk to them for more than like 5 minutes, and you're just like, "Yo, bro, I'm in a bad mood. You make me irritable. You give me headaches. You give me anxiety." Yeah, because they're so full of negativity that energy is transferring over to you. It's the same thing with positivity. Like if I was in class, or if I'm teaching a mentorship, if I'm teaching a coaching call, or I'm teaching a consultation, and you're in there, I'm gonna give you all my positivity. I'm gonna give it to you. A lot of people don't even look at it like that. You know, maybe you just need to start hanging around people who are full of positive energy when it comes to finances. That's why the rich get richer, because they hang around other rich people. You hang around some of my buddies and you bring up an issue that comes up with money, it ain't nobody in that room gonna say, "Hey man, that sucks to be you. Oh man, that was a stupid idea anyway. Oh man, that's dumb." No, we're gonna say, "Wow, I got a buddy that can do this. Let's do this. Let's figure this out. Let's look into this. What about this avenue? What about this? How about this? Let's sign up for this. Let's do this." Because when rich people will always try to figure shit out. That's what we're good at. We like adversity, and we do it all day long. When my employees come to me with problems, I give them solutions. I don't, well, figure it out, you freaking idiot. No, dog, I'll figure it out, or we'll figure it out. That's what teams do. That's how we get shit done. And if you're hanging around people that are going to tell you, "No, man, you're an idiot. You can't figure it out. You're dumb," then you're hanging around the wrong people. Somebody commented the other day, "Well, where do I find rich people?" There's a lot of places you can go to start hanging out with different people, or be a lone wolf. Figure it out yourself. You don't have to socialize with your friends. Like, I don't think you don't have to go out to the club. You don't have to go out to parties. You don't have to go out to drink in the stadium and stuff. It's just right. You got to focus on the bigger picture, right? You want to be cool and liked, or you want to be rich and hated. Everything comes with a sacrifice, people. Depends on what you want to do. Now, my friends, your true friends, will understand. Yo, man, he's on a different path. He's on a different journey. He got to do what he got to do. But some people don't, and they'll ostracize you, criticize you, critique you. And if they do that, they weren't your real friends, anyways. But enough of that. I'm ranting, kinda. So, let's get into some preguntas, questions when it comes to money. So, I'm gonna give y'all a little Q&A session. So, whatever questions y'all got when it comes to money, finances, anything like that, go ahead and comment. We got a decent amount of people in here today, so let's go ahead and get some of this stuff started. Somebody said, "How can I make more money? I don't have any due." I don't know what that means, but someone said, "How can I make more money?" So you got to understand something. Money pretty much is going to come in three forms. Okay, it's pretty simple. You're going to have to put money into a system. You're going to have to put time into a system, or you're going to have to put like some effort and energy into a system. Okay, like it just you just don't get something for nothing, right? So if you had an investment account, you put money into the investment account, You put money into this investment account, the investment account will make you money. So when people say it takes money to make money, in that regard, yes, it does take money to make money, but you're using money to make money. The next one is time, right? Meaning that you're going to have to commit some time to something to make money. So like, hey, I'm babysitting these kids. You need to babysit. Yeah, you got to sit your ass there, right? You might not be doing anything, but you're exchanging your time for money. When you go to work, you exchange your time for money. So then last one is freaking uh, something physical, right? There's a physical exchange. So, hey, I need you to help me lift this couch. I'll give you $50. So you physically got to be there to do something, but yet you're exchanging your muscle for somebody else's money. So once you see those three, you need to figure out what is the easiest way that I can take advantage of one of those to start buying something that makes me money. Because you're going to exchange something. Something's going to have to give. There ain't a process. There ain't a thing. I can't think of nothing. And if you can, put it in the comment section, because I cannot think of nothing where you don't give your time, you don't give up your money, and you don't give up your physical energy, and you get money out of it. Nothing. You just don't wake up and $500 in your account. It just doesn't work like that. You don't be walking down the street, wow, here's 10 grand. Wow, thanks. It doesn't work like that. You're going to have to give something up. Pick your side. Pick what you want to do. Now, if you want to go and make extra money at work, that's fine. If you want to exchange your time and start a side hustle, a side business, or something like that, then now you're exchanging, doing a physical job in exchange for money, or you can take the money that you're making from the earned job and invest it into the stock market. And when that money starts making money, then you borrow against that money, and then you go buy something to make you more money. You see what I'm saying? You have to do something to make money. Once you do that, take that money and put it into the cord, put it into the churner. Now, where a lot of people make the mistake is people take all three of those incomes and buy dumb shit. I hate to say it to you. People take that earned money they invested, or money that they physically exchanged for something, and then they go buy dumb shit instead of buying something to make them more money. That if I can give one general message to the world, it would be stop doing that. Stop your consumerism. Stop your gluttonous when it comes to items. If you can do that, 90% of this job, 90% of my job is done. If you just do that, stop eating out, stop buying the Gucci, stop buying the cars, stop buying the vacations, the trips, all that other kind of shit, right? But people say, well, I want to live my life. I want to have fun. Okay. Fun has a cost. Is your trip to the on a cruise, a 2-day cruise to Jamaica, worth $100,000 10 years from now? If the answer is no, sit your ass at the house. If the answer is yes, have fun at your cruise. But 10 years from now, when you still broke as fuck, don't complain about it. Because 10 years ago, you were saying the same shit, right? I don't know of one item that I purchased 10 years ago that if you told me I would be broke and working, you can buy this item But right now, instead of sitting here talking to y'all, and when I get off here, I'm going to eat some ice cream and I sleep in tomorrow, I'm sleeping in every day the rest of my life. You can have the lifestyle you want to, but, or you could choose this particular item. There ain't an item in the world. There shouldn't be an item for you. And I want you to name one if you can. What car, watch, vacation, house, toy, hobby, what item is worth in 10 years from you now, you not working? I'll wait. What pair of Michael Jordan shoes would you want to wear right now that in 10 years from now, you will never have to work a day again in your life is worth it? You can choose some Michael Jordan shoes, or in 10 years from now, not work. You can take a vacation right now, or in 10 years from now, be your own boss. You can choose that Hellcat, or in 10 years from now, telling everybody in the world to fuck off. You can't put a price. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to give you a little insight to my life. There isn't a price that you could give me for me to have to call another man boss again in my life. There isn't a price. Yo, Mr. Richard, you can be working my consulting group. I'll give you $10 million a year. Fuck it, $10 million a year. You might can get me. If it ain't that, I'm good. I damn near making that now. I'm good. There isn't a price in the world. And I want you to ask yourself that. Whenever you're out with all this consumerism, whenever you're out buying them Gucci and going out and buying these fucking stupid ass grills and buying this overpriced ass car, or you fucking getting up for taking these damn ridiculous ass vacations, and you spending all your money on this makeup, and you spend all your money at Shein and clothes and Nike and all this other kind of trash. When you're doing that, ask yourself, is this worth me going to work every day for 10, 11 hours a day to have to deal with my fucking shitty ass boss, my hot breath co-workers, that one musty ass co-worker, that one friend that snitches on you all the damn, that snitches on everybody all the time, and the damn traffic I got to deal with every day, and I got to beg for time off. Is that fucking jacket, clothes, hat, shoes, car, vacation, is that fucking shit worth it? If the answer is no, don't buy it. Don't fucking buy it. It's not rocket science. It's really not even a hard choice. Invest so I can buy real estate and buy my own businesses. Buy bullshit. Your choice. Your choice, people. Not rocket science. It's about 5th grade as possible. Like I think a kid, I'm not trying to be biblical or nothing like that, but I read in the Bible that an 8-year-old kid is the age when they can decipher between right and wrong. 8-year-old. So 8-year-old kid, what is that? 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, maybe? I'll give you 2nd grade. I'll give you 3rd grade. 5th, pre-K, 6th, 1. No, it's pre-K, 6K, 7, 1, 8. 2nd grade. It's 2nd grade. A 2nd grader can distinguish between right and wrong. A 2nd grader can distinguish between yes and no. If anybody in the chat 8 years old, raise your hand. I'm sure you're not. Bullshit, eating out, vacations, or financial freedom. Your choice. And a lot of people say, yo, man, I ain't got enough to go around. Yeah, you do. I was living off $1,000 a fucking month. $1,000. I want you to think about that. I want you to really think about that. Somebody asked me one day, do you think $1,000 is realistic for someone to live off of? I know you did that like 10, 12, 15 years ago or whatever. But you think now day and age, $1,000 a month realistic to live off of? If that's all I have, I'll make it work. You only can work with what you got. I can't make money out of thin air. If $1,000 is what I was getting, that's what I was spending, or that's what I was using for my scenario. I was making $1,000 a month in the military, $500 a paycheck. It was shit. My first military check was $425. $425 for 2.5 weeks worth of work because you get paid on the 1st and the 15th. $425. Who in here can survive off $425 every 2 weeks? Raise your hand. I did. Ven aquí, por favor. Ven aquí, por favor. I did. That's not in the Bible, but I get your point. I'll look it up. But I tell you something, man. I was like Mr. Church for years. Like my parents, we went to church comically. We went to church hours on end. And I remember something about that. But it's all good. It's all good. I won't even use the Bible then. How about that? What age do you think a person knows the difference between right and wrong? I'll give you 10. Fuck it. I'll give you 15. Anybody in the chat 15 years old? Raise your hand. Hell, 18 years old. Do you think an 18-year-old knows the difference between right and wrong? That's when they're judged as an adult according to society. You're tried as an adult at 18 years old. Sometimes, some states, you're tried at 15, 16 as an adult. Okay? I'll give you 18. Who in the chat 18 or younger? Raise your hand. If you're not, you can distinguish between right and wrong. 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 18, it doesn't make a difference. The moral of the story, people. What you want to do? What you want to do? Drop the link to the mentorship. I have a free webinar where we talk about those type of things. I don't know where you are in your journey. I don't know what you're into. I don't know how far you are, but I will give you access to the webinar. You can come through and you can come through and see if you interested in moving forward, and then we kind of can go from there. But I'm streaming over all social media platforms. So I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I had to turn down my volume. My stuff started acting up. All right, here we go. Yeah. What time is it? I got to get off here in a minute. Damn. But yeah, if you want to watch on YouTube, YouTube page is here. So if you want to click on the link, so click in my bio on YouTube if you want to. You can follow from there. You can just keep watching me do whatever. Bang, bang. Okay, here we go. All right, so Q&A. I don't Instagram. Can somebody comment on Instagram? Just comment like a random word, and I'll see if I can see the word. My Instagram is off. It's like I'm not even in it. I don't know. So how many have I? How many? Someone said on Instagram. How many businesses have I bought so far? 9. Uh, yeah, 9. I think it's 9. I'm gonna tell you something. It's kind of weird. I don't even like. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't think of it like that. Right? How many pieces of real estate have I owned? I don't even. I don't. I don't. It's like weird. It's like I'm trying to think of something like. Once you have so many jobs, how many how many jobs have you had in your lifetime? Hell, anything over like 5, you stop counting. It's like weird. I don't know. Like I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if you can hear me or see me. Can somebody on Instagram comments? I don't know. Instagram being weird. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, there you go. Hello, is it Instagram you're looking for? I see you in the building. What's happening? Orlando in the house. How do I get one-on-one mentoring time? Yeah, click the link in the bio. Join the free webinar. It's coming up Wednesday, and then we talk about different scenarios, different things. If you want a one-on-one, we can go from there. Someone asked, can you use a private lender to apply for SBA loan? That's like that's a weird question. Like you're asking it weird. It's like that's like me saying, can I use a car loan to apply to buy a another car? Like, huh? Like you're using private money loan to get a SBA loan. You're using a loan to buy a loan. I don't I don't know what you mean. Can you use private Okay, so what you're saying is can you use a private money loan to use as a down payment for a SBA loan? Is that what you're saying? If you're saying that, then okay, that kind of makes sense. I see what you're saying. Not can you use a private loan to buy a business loan. Like what? Huh? I see what you're saying. Maybe just missing some words. Yes, that's what you mean? Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. So you can, but it's like it can kind of be taboo. Private money has nothing to do. Okay, there's two ways you can do it when it comes to private equity, private money. You can take out, so technically, private money is when you borrow money from anybody that's not a financial institution. So technically, if you borrow money from me, let's say the business was $100,000 and you needed $10,000 down. Let's say I'm private money. You can borrow money from me, and that's private money. You can use that money to buy a business. Let's say you borrow from friends and family, but they broke ass probably ain't got no money. But you borrow from your uncle and your auntie and your sister. Say you take a pool of money. Hey, here we go. Here's the plan. I have this business right here. It's $100,000. I need 10% down. It's $10,000, right? The pot is $1,000, but I'll pay you back, $500 over the next 4 years. So you get $2,500 back or whatever, 5 years or whatever you want to call it. That's technically private money too, right? But then if you use financial institutions' money as a down payment, they don't like Peter to pay Paul. But there's ways you can get around that. There's ways you can do it. There's ways you can do it. what's my goal now as far as what? Monetary wise? I want it all. I want to be rich for life. Hey, Rocky, look up that Bible quote though. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe I'm mistaken. I could have sworn I heard that before though. They say, how do you buy? Okay, so how do you buy a woodworking individual business? I don't know what that means. Most are individually owned, or how is the perfect way to design? I can protect my design. You asking like two weird questions. I don't know what that means. But okay, so how do you buy a woodworking business from an individual? So you would have to find a woodworking business for sale. But generally, woodworking businesses are owner operated. So generally, they more likely won't sell you their business. But I'm sure most woodworking businesses have like other businesses on top of it. They probably do um, like trophies, and they might do like I know they probably have like woodworking. They might do engravements. They might do etching. They might do custom plaques and stuff like that. So whenever you looking at a business, look in those industries too, because those industries can be lucrative. You might love working with wood, but you need to find something that pay the bills, right? Because just carving wood and engravements is more of a hobby. It's not really a business. But an engravement business that does plaques, going away stuff, engravements, trophies, those type of stuff are like indirect wood. You could be working on your wood stuff while still making enough money to support your family and stuff like that. So that's where I would lean towards. But if you want to break more stuff down, we can move forward if you want to. What about videography business? I don't know what that means. Like, what about it? You want to start one or you want to build one? But you can get media companies all over, right? They're not even that expensive to even start if you want to start one. I'm just a advocate of buying processes that make money. And I want you to stop looking at things as like, I'm gonna go start this up from scratch. I want to be the owner. I want to be the founder and the owner. I built this from the ground up, like the dude from Skyfall, brick by brick. Dude, no one gives a fuck about that. I'd rather own a process that makes me $1 million a year that you never see my face than a process that loses $100,000 a year that I'm plastered all over the wall. Right? You see people with their faces and like, hey, I own this business. This is all mine. I started this from the ground up. This is called Mr. Richards Consulting Group or something. Look at my face. Look at my name. I'm everywhere. I'm so proud of this. Ain't making a fucking dime, right? But it would be something like 123 logistics and a fucking warehouse in the middle of the hood with no windows and one door in and out. And I'm pumping out $1 million a fucking year. You'll never know it, right? Give me those businesses. That's what I want. Don't give me the ones that plastered my face all over the wall. I'm up here talking about, hey man, I'm the king of the block. Dude, get out of here with that, right? You want to make money. You are in the business of business ownership to make money, not look cool in front of your friends, not be impressive to the neighbors, not to get the key to the city, not to fucking have your face on plastered on the newspaper. I don't give a shit about none of that. You will never see me on the front of no damn news article. I won't interview shit. I don't own nothing, but I control everything. Cut my fucking check. That's the objective in this. It ain't to have fun. It ain't no passion. I am passionate. Some people are like, man, I'm passionate about animals. Them animals gonna pay your fucking bills? You know what I'm passionate about? Taking trips to Bora Bora. Passionate that. I can go rescue all the animals over there with $1 million fucking check. Let's do that. Let's focus on that. Right? Let's let's focus on that. Uh-oh, Miss. I see you laughing now. You sitting in the corner, never talking. Now you're chatting it up. But it's all good. All right. I meant by an established videography business. Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna even lie to you. I've never even looked in a videographer business. I don't know what they do. I have no insight on it. But I tell you what, if you was in my coaching group or you was in my inner circle and you said, "Yo, man, this is what I'm thinking about," cool. What I would do is we'll start looking for videographer businesses. But I don't even know, like you could do like subcategories of subcategories of subcategories. That's what's so crazy and cool about um, owning your own business. That's what's so cool because you can do, you know. So I'll even give you like this. So if I was looking at a videographer business, I just looked it up. Look, that's what we do here, people. We find solutions to stuff, right? I've never looked into videography. Now the wheels are turning. Now I'm gonna put my guy on some game. So if I was a videographer, what could you do with videography? One, I would probably host or start some kind of film making business or a film school. Teach other people how to film, make money consulting, right? You can do broadcasting, teach people how to speak elegantly in front of the camera. You can make money from that. Editing, teach people how to edit videos or edit videos for people. You can make money doing that. Event coverage, weddings, bar mitzvahs, Hanukkahs, Easter stuff, or even work with like a news crew. Hey, I found this event. I got some videos for you. Here you go, right here, right? And if maybe they need some editing work, maybe they'll give you a call or something like that, or you can start networking with those people, right? Find the biggest YouTuber in your town. See if they need work. Like for example, I need a videographer. I need an editor, right? Maybe I don't need one at this moment, but I do need one. But don't send me no DMs, please. But there's stuff right there. You can do digital marketing. You know, you can do all types of stuff. You just got to get into it. But I got to go to meet with somebody here soon. I appreciate y'all for being here. Click the link in the bio. Join the free class. And yeah, I hope y'all found value in this stuff. And I'm wishing y'all the best. Um, you need to focus on scaling your business. Hell, look for businesses that are for sale in those industries, and then just blank them off of them. If you need credit repair, click the link in the bio. I do credit repair too. Help you buy businesses, evaluate businesses, real estate, credit repair, business credit, business funding, all of that. But thank y'all for being here. I'll holler at you later. Later, dudes.